So that's how the PEC looked on November 18th in game number 3 in the home opener. Dan Mason rejoins me here courtside. And Dan, we talk about home openers. First home game in 2018, we're looking for the same type of score.
I think it's going to be a tight game. It's going to be a lot of action. And this is kind of the game we're looking for to jumpstart the team, Todd. There's a lot of great MEAC games going on today. We probably should talk about that. Florida A&M is at Morgan State right here in Baltimore. South Carolina State at Delaware State. Hampton at Maryland Eastern Shore. And the final one is Bethune-Cookman in D.C. to play Howard.
Now, as you heard in those sounds of the game from the win over Mount St. Mary's, Genesis Lucas was closing in on 1,000 points. She shattered that plateau at Middle Tennessee State. We were doing the Genesis Lucas World Tour, road game to Charlotte, road game to Old Dominion, and then she puts up double figures at Middle Tennessee, shattering that plateau. And for Genesis, leading this team, she does it by example, and then putting up 29 in the MEAC opener at Norfolk State. Does she need to get 29 today for the Eagles to get out of here with a win?
I don't think so. I think one thing about Genesis, if you look at her stats, she has played almost every game in every minute more than anyone else that I have seen so far that we've crossed. She's in that game for the bulk of the time.
So let's get your starting lineups for Savannah State and the Tigers. 2-9 overall. They have yet to play a MEAC contest. It's going to be Praise Russell as a 5'6 sophomore guard out of Jacksonville, Florida, flanked by Kaylee Allen, a 5'11 junior out of Cincinnati, Ohio. The 3 is Denaja Scott, a 5'11 junior out of Hempstead, New York. The 4 is Kayla Vance, a 6-foot freshman out of Phoenix City, Alabama. And the 5 is Alexis Soule, 6'3 freshman out of Lancaster, South Carolina. For Coppin State under Dwayne Burrows, 1-12 on the year, 0-1 after the loss at Norfolk State in MEAC play. It's going to be Genesis Lucas as the lead guard, 5'7 redshirt senior out of Brandywine, Maryland. The 2 will be Mia Crooms, a 5'7 sophomore out of the Bronx, New York. Mariah Smith, a 5'5 freshman out of Owings Mills, Maryland, will be the 3. Candace Beverly, 6-foot senior out of Fredericksburg, Virginia, at the 4. And Chance Graham, Upper Marlboro, Maryland, 5'11 sophomore at the 5. And tons of number changes, by the way, for those watching on the live video stream on CoppinStateSports.com for Savannah State. And then for Coppin State, the one number change is going to be Bradford wearing 20 today, with Corby, Oliede, Davidson, and Downs out of the lineup and unable to play today.
I want to look at a couple of quick stats here. Going back to the keys to the game, I think, Todd, the keys to the game, as far as I'm concerned, Coach Burrows has the team patient. He worked on focus all during the week at practice. He said that in the pregame. And few mistakes, can't turn the ball over. But I think to let Savannah State shoot that 3. If they want to shoot it, go ahead, because we really think that we're a little bit better shooting team there. And that's we expect a great game.
Speaking of a great game, before today's national anthem and then the public address announcement of the starting lineups, there's going to be a special presentation to Genesis Lucas, so we'll take that here on the floor and then send it out for the end of the Countdown to Tip-Off show, and then get you set for the tip with Dan Mason on the call here in mere moments. And with that, let's turn it over to our public address announcer. Final 5 seconds, by the way, rolling off the pregame clock as we have to stay official. So we'll keep it here for the national anthem. appears, ladies and gentlemen, that Genesis Lucas and her recognition will have to wait. So with that, we'll send it out for a station identification break and back with the game open, and then we'll have Dan Mason on the call of Coppin State and Savannah State on the Coppin State Sports Network.
Home for Coppin State Athletics, Sports Talk, WNST 1570 Towson, and online, FoxSportsWilliamsport.com, Stream 6. Welcome to today's coverage of Coppin State University Eagles women's basketball on the home of the Eagles. Sports Talk, WNST 1570 Towson, and online, FoxSportsWilliamsport.com, Stream 6. Now, let's take you courtside and rejoin the voice of the Eagles, Todd Bartley, for all of today's play-by-play action.
Courtside at the Physical Education Complex here on the campus of Coppin State University. Todd Bartley joined by Dan Mason. Dan will be bringing you through the women's contest today, and then we'll kind of switch seats, if you will, for the men's action between these same two teams. In the neighborhood of about 4 o'clock is when the men's game is slated to tip. And apparently, Jen's recognition, everybody already knows they wanted to present her with a basketball. That's going to have to wait.
Well, maybe she needs 30 more points to do that. Maybe we'll get that today, Todd.
So we talked about the press with Coach Burrows. And when you have two teams that are kind of fond of that press, you have to wonder who's going to come out on top, and you and I kind of have the feeling it's going to be Coppin State today.
Usually in those cases, the team that comes out on top is the team with the best athletic ability. And so we'll have to see. You've made the comment about some of the athletes on this team, like Candace Beverly, for instance, a terrific athlete. And also they have Chance Graham, and certainly Genesis Lucas, too.
Yeah, my thought, and Coach Burrows, he and I did not speak along with Mr. Mason over here before today's game. We asked him that question. He says, oh, yeah, we're going to look inside out, which is exactly what we talked about 5 minutes before we talked to Coach Burrows off the air.
Inside out meaning
look to the block to Graham and Beverly, and then the kick out for three, as opposed to starting on the perimeter first,
right,
and then looking inside.
I think that's where the Eagles get hurt a lot, is they take a quick three from the perimeter without going inside and getting the kick back out. So, and like we said earlier in the pregame, Coppin State's not that good of a three-point shooting team. It's 27%, and Savannah State is slightly worse than that. So the theory is, and they're a much better field goal shooting team, Coppin State is, than the Tigers are. So that should be the game strategy, in my humble opinion.
Well, we may be doing this recognition right before the opening tip. Maybe.
Now it looks like Savannah State's already come out on the floor. They're backing them off now, so I think you're right about that.
And now we have an in-house video presentation going on in regard to the Eagles. Of course, Genesis Lucas predominantly featured in that video presentation.
If you're following us on CoppinStateSports.com, you should have seen that presentation right there. Very good. Looks like Genesis family now is approaching the free throw line right out the center. Congratulations to Coach Burrows. One of the best players around. Genesis Lucas. The senior guard, 5'7", Randy Watt. Led the MEAC in assists last year. She's a leading scorer for the Coppin State Eagles this year. She's presented a basketball. A colorful basketball. 1,000 points. Way to go, Genesis.
So her family was unable to make the game against Maryland late in the year. So the staff set it up for today, being that it's the MEAC home opener. Perfect timing, and congratulations to Genesis Lucas. And with that, to bring you today's women's basketball game between Coppin State and Savannah State, here is the voice of the Eagles, Dan Mason.
Thank you, Todd. Coppin State comes out in their white uniforms with gold trim and black trim around that. Savannah State in burnt orange and what they call reflex blue. I don't know exactly what that is, but we'll go with it. Get ready to jump. It'll be Alexis Taylor in there to jump it against Kalashaw. Lady Tigers control the tip. And we're underway. 2-3 zone is what Coppin State comes out into. Adams will shoot in, or I think Allen will shoot in the corner. That's no good. A long three. Back the other way. Here comes Genesis up and in. Genesis drove the length of the core on the left side, and she just put it off the glass and went right in. Now a full court press, Todd.
It's exactly what Coach Burrows wants early in his game, and a turnover.
Allen threw it into Scott in the right-hand corner. It flew out of bounds, and now Coppin State retains possession. 2-0 in the early going if you just joined us. Inbound, Smith to Lucas. Lucas at the top of the perimeter, looks to her right, gets it to Beverly. Beverly back out front to Lucas on the top. Deep in the left corner, that shot's not taken. Bounces off. Lucas has it on the glass. Boy, that was exciting. She almost got right through there, but slapped away. And the Lady Tigers have it back. Here's Russell directing traffic. She's calling a play, setting it up way 5-6 feet up the top of the perimeter. Into Vance. Vance now to Allen. On the left, long shot out of the corner is good by Scott. 3-point shot by Scott.
And that's the look that Savannah State is trying to get throughout this game. As we talked about earlier, they like to shoot the three.
Denasha Scott has 11 points per game average. Ball goes in up underneath. Laid in by Beverly. Beverly snuck through the right-hand side and just weaved her way right through for the score.
There's the inside-out look from Candace Beverly.
Savannah State over the timeline. Russell has it. Floats to the left. Looks to the center. Gets it to the right. And Scott, she has it out front. Now it's just Russell and Scott playing with the ball back and forth. Scott will go right to the left-hand corner. Allen to the right. Allen drives a center, but Payne puts up a 15-foot shot. No good off the glass. Eagles with the rebound. And Lucas is on the attack, and she is in a hurry, Todd. She tried to get to the center. Ball goes out of bounds. I think Coppin State will retain possession on that. Lucas went up against Vance, who is takes up a lot of real estate in the lane, and decided to come on out.
Yeah, Vance checks out. Jalea Gray checks in for the first time for the Tigers.
44.
Lucas has it. 7:47 left. Coppin State up by 1. Long three ball off the mark by Smith. And immediately the Tigers have it, and they're on the run. Allen has it. She's got 2 defenders on her. Puts it up and in anyway. Had 2 defenders on her, driving the left-hand side of the paint, and just put it right through. Make that Savannah State 5, Coppin State 4. Now, Lucas has it. Coach Burrows yells overload to the left. Back out front from Smith to Lucas. Back to Smith. Deep inside. The ball's taken away and backed out of bounds there. It'll go back to Coppin State. They tried to get the ball into Alexis Taylor, but there's only 11 seconds on the shot clock. We'll have to set a play up. Waiting to inbound. Lucas throws it to Chance Grant. Back to Beverly. Beverly drives the lane, picks up the foul. That's kind of the strategy, Todd.
Yeah, the attack off that left wing by Coppin State. They're looking for penetration first before the kick.
Let's see who that foul was on there. Did you pick up that? That'd be on Allen, leading scorer. Smith has it to the left, back to the top of the key. Genesis Lucas holding up 2 fingers in the air, calling a play. He's looking for Beverly. Smith gets it in the left, gets it to Beverly now. She's going to drive around, can't find anything. Now she's going to try to split 2 Coppin State defenders, kicks it back out to Genesis Lucas and nails it. She nailed it right through the net. Coppin State by 2, 6:37 left in the first quarter. Here comes Allen over the timeline. Started heavily by Smith, pulls up for a 10-footer, no good. Coppin State with the rebound. Lucas has it. Quick pass underneath. We'll pick that one up. Bounced around out there, but the Eagles still have it. Smith has it deep in the corner at the top of the key to Lucas. Lucas looking for something on the right now. She has Beverly and Chance Graham over on the right-hand side. Can't get to him right away, so she's going to drive the paint herself and slaps it up there. Bounces around, no good, but she's fouled. I believe this one's on Allen. 33. That would be on Galashaw. Yeah,
Alexis Soul.
Oh, Soul. So the formula kind of works, Todd, right now. There's Genesis with the first of 2. She hits it.
Yeah, she's got 6 of the first 8 for Coppin State.
For the Tigers, Sanaya Mojan checks in. First time in the game. Genesis will get another shot. This one is good. True to form, Genesis, 84% free throw shooter. And now Coppin State leads by 4. 2-person trap at the top. Savannah State breaks it. Bartlett checked into the game. And she has the ball. Quickly to Scott. To Allen. Bartlett with the head fake, decides not to take it. And we're working the right-hand side now. Deep in the corner. 7-6 on the shot clock. An underhanded shot goes off. We'll get a foul. This one going to go on Alexis Taylor. First foul on her. First team foul for the Eagles.
It's a tough-looking shot. She almost got it to drop.
Scott's at the line. Tanasha Scott. 5'11" junior from Hempstead, New York. She's a transfer from Baltimore Community College. One of 2 transfers on this team that is laden with freshmen. Coppin 9, Savannah 6. Taken away. A little sloppy. Moton has it. Back out to Allen. She drives the paint. Bounces around. She's a little bit out of control, but manages to hang on. Gives it to Scott. Working the right-hand side now. Bartlett looking to set up a play. She's looking inside. Can't find anybody. Comes back out to Scott. Moton. Travel. Got in a little hurry that time as the shot clock ran out, and there's a turnover. So far, so good, Todd. What do you think?
Yeah, Coach Burrows just talked about if they're going to push Bartlett to the corner, got to make sure on that ball reversal they're in the lane to steal it, go the other way.
Now here comes Genesis. Up over the timeline, she has Bartlett on her. To Smith in the left corner. That's where Smith usually plays. Back out to Beverly. Now Beverly will drive the center of the paint. Can't get there. The ball's taken away by Savannah State. He tried to do it, but lost a little bit of control there. Scott one-on-one against Genesis Lucas. That's a mismatch. Now she comes back out, and we're going to get, let's see what we get. Well, we get a foul. Foul's going to be on Alexis Taylor again. Yeah, we called it be a timeout. I believe Savannah State called that timeout. No, media timeout. So we're going to take a little step aside here on the Coppin State Sports Network.
To your extended stay guests who find comfort in being self-sufficient and doing things their way. To sustain your life's rhythm, Town Place Suites provides a place to unpack, settle in, and connect to the local area. With a casual residential atmosphere and productive home office and full kitchen in every suite, Town Place Suites is all about real living. Whether you're visiting for 1 week or 1 month, you'll feel right at home at Town Place Suites.
Warning, if you give anyone B-Dubs holiday gift cards for Secret Santa, prepare for those people to become your new best friends. So, if you're okay with having swarms of best friends who love you more than their dogs, then go ahead. Buy $25 worth of select gift cards. Each will earn you a $5 bonus reward for all the best friends you now have. Buffalo Wild Wings White Marsh. Wings, beer, sports. For a limited time while supplies last, restrictions apply. For terms and conditions, visit BuffaloWildWings.com.
So out of the media timeout, Coppin State leads Savannah State 9-6. Todd Bartley, Dan Mason with you. Fans, if you need a limo, sedan, coach bus, or party bus service, contact American Limousines, proud bus provider and sponsor of Coppin State Athletics. American Limousines, your one stop for any event.
Early in the game, Todd, Coppin State looking pretty good, though. 9-5 over Savannah State. 4:54 left. And Savannah State will have the ball. Coach Burrell's having some words with the official there.
Yeah, the conversation is going on because the Coppin State bench did not believe that Alexis Taylor committed her second personal foul, and it's going to be a non-shooting out-of-bounds play.
Ball comes into Allen. She's immediately double-teamed. The ball taken away. Taken away by Lucas, and they are on the run now. Lucas looking for someone in the left corner. Couldn't find her. She's back out front. Deep in the right corner to Beverly. Beverly with a head fake right. She moves to the left. And a whistle. Foul on, looks like Beverly. Foul's going to be on, that'll be her first.
Yeah, they called her for a moving screen, Dan. I'll be honest with you. There was a lot of contact there as she tried to get away from the defender, and they called her for a moving screen.
Here comes Bartlett now over the timeline. She's looking for a play right, waves off her right teammate. Goes now to the left to try that. To get it to Allen underneath the Moton. She goes around two players. To the right, Bartlett with a three. In and out. Second chance, up and in. Soul got it that time. Alexis Soul scored. They get 9-8, Coppin State. 4:10 left in the first quarter. Lucas and Bartlett one-on-one, and there's a foul. Bartlett's going to get called for the foul this time. A little bit too over-guarding that time.
That's a mismatch in favor of Coppin State right there.
Genesis, a lot of speed. Genesis has some quick moves. She has a lot of quick speed. Bartlett waving her hands in the air. Genesis gets it in anyway, passes to Smith, and goes back to Genesis. She's looking for a way inside. Can't get there. Graham from three. No good. Savannah State pulls down the rebound. The Lady Tigers are rolling. Ball tipped out of bounds by Chance Graham. Nice defensive swat away. The Tigers get the ball back.
And that was something that Coach Burrows talked to us in the open about, was the fact that they need to contest in transition, and Chance did a nice job getting back defensively.
Moton will inbound. Looking to go way outside probably to Allen. Can't find her. They go to Bartlett way deep outside. About 4 feet outside of the perimeter. Moton has it. She's going to try to drive the center of the paint. Lays it off. Tries to get to Scott. That doesn't work. Now Allen's going to pull up with a 15-footer. Off. Nope. That one. And Lucas has the rebound. Nice defense there. Now Genesis slows it down a little bit. Looking for a play. There's 3 minutes, 29 seconds left. Smith to the right. Lucas has it. Off the glass, no good. Lady Tigers running to Allen. Allen's one-on-one against Genesis. No foulers, a lot of bumping. And let's see what we have here. Substitutions in the game. Here comes Vance back in. And Bartlett will sit down for the Lady Tigers. Moton will inbound. Pass it out to Allen. She's one-on-one against Graham. And in and out. No good. Coppin State with the rebound. And here goes Genesis. No-look pass. Underneath. Oh, almost put it in by Mariah Smith. Couldn't get it. That was a great pass. Going the other way. Savannah State has it. Allen gets it off the glass. No good. And Vance misses the second shot. So now the Eagles will try to slow it down again. 2:43 left. Coppin State by 1. 9-8 in the early going. Smith has it. Floats it out. Oh, good. Great pass underneath. Great. Beverly puts it in, and she's going to get the and one. Brooms with a nice assist that time. Mia's checked into the game. Fouls on Vance on the inside for Savannah State. That brings Farmer into the game. And Farmer will replace Bartlett. We're down to 2:26, 11-8. Candace Beverly at the line now. Candace, a senior from Fredericksburg. No good this time. Lady Tigers have it. Two-person trap at the midline. They break it anyway. Out of control ball. Let's see what we have. Coppin State picks it off the floor. And slowly, Genesis works it up. Looking left to Smith. Looking right to Grooms. Beverly in the middle. Great fake underneath. Puts it up and in. That was speed on speed right there. Candace Beverly shook off two Tiger defenders and laid it right in. That foul underneath was on Scott. So let's make a 3 here. 3-point play. Up there, that's off the rim. A little unusual to see Beverly miss those kind of shots. Here's Allen going the other way, and we're going to get there's an offensive foul. She went right into him. That was close, Todd. I was holding my breath that time. That foul was, it was on Allen.
That's her second.
That's someone they cannot afford to be without.
She's going to stay in. Soul checks back in and replaces Vance in the Tigers lineup with 1:58 to go first quarter.
Kaylee Allen is the leading scorer for this team, and the leading assist in a lot of categories. Here's Genesis. Looks inside, gets it to Graham. Graham one-on-one off the glass, no good. Savannah State going the other way, and Allen is in control. She's against Smith on the top of the key. To Scott. To Moton. Moton working the right-hand side, back out to Scott. She's going to try to go through the center. Underneath, Soul has it, puts it up and bounces off. Graham with the rebound. Down to 1:26. Coppin State by 5. Genesis calls the play. She looks to her right for Crooms. Crooms moves to the left-hand side, and there's a foul inside. Let's see who this one's on. I believe this one's going to be on Mia. It is. It's on Mia Crooms. That's her first. And that's the 5th team foul, which will send, I believe that sends Savannah State to the line. No, take that back. 14 fouls right now. 116. Coppin State 13, Savannah State 8. Scott has it to the left to Allen. Allen deep in the corner. Here's a shot out of the corner. No good. Air ball. Underneath, Scott with a second chance. No good. This time the ball rolls out of bounds, and it's going to go, looks like it's going to stay right here with Savannah State.
So Renata Phillips has checked in for Savannah State. She was one of the scratches we received before today's game, and with the shortage of bigs, if you will, for the Tigers, she's in.
How about that? There's Allen traveling. Allen's really frustrated with that call, too. She was moving a lot in the lane, though, Todd. That was probably a good call by the official.
Ongoing conversation between she and the official that whistled her for the travel.
Phillips is a senior, by the way, listed at 6'8", from Marshall, Texas. A lot of height. Genesis on the right, working 2 defenders, almost slapped away by Allen. She's struggling for it, gets it back out to Crooms. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Crooms back out to Genesis on top. We'll try to drive again. Here goes Genesis, and we get a foul. She gets hammered in there. Really, really hard. That's on Galashaw. Sabri Galasaw. And at the line, Smith will shoot 2. First shot is good. All right, there's an 80% free throw shooter. The freshman guard at 5'5". Can get the longest lead of the game here. Got it. 7-point lead now, 25 seconds left. And here come the Tigers. Tigers with Moton across the line. In the Farmer. Farmer loves to shoot threes, too. We know that by the stats. Allen has it down to 12 seconds. Back to Moton, and she took steps. Another turnover. Costly turnover that time.
Quick correction. Phillips still out. She's not quite 6'8". It's Galashaw, as you mentioned, at 6'4". So she is in the game wearing 55.
All righty. 8 seconds, 7. Gotta go, Genesis. That's what Coach Burrows is saying. Chance Graham has it. 1 second, gotta shoot. Shots launched, no good. Well, I'll take that quarter, Todd. We end the first quarter with the score. Coppin State 15, Savannah State 8, and this is the Coppin State Sports Network.
Look at that mouth. That poor, parched mouth. So dry. What'd you eat for lunch? Chalk dust? Did your face storm a sandcastle? Did your mouth cannonball into a barrel of mothballs? You're being awfully quiet. Is that because your mouth feels like the business end of a Dremel saw? Is it because your mouth just wrote a haiku and all 17 syllables were dry heaves? Do you even listen to your mouth? Because right now your mouth thinks its biological parents are a half sheet of 80-grit sandpaper and a box of fish food. You're so parched. You know it. I know it. The entire entire radio knows it. Just admit it. You want a Mountain Dew? Your mouth feels like it just inhaled the insides of a punching bag, and the only remedy is that neon green potion. Right now, your mouth could be tongue bathing in the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Instead, it feels like you've been motorboating King Tut's sarcophagus. What was that? Is that your parched mouth crying for help, or a porcupine making whoopee with a cardboard box? Wrong. It's your mouth. Show some mercy. Crack open a nice cold Mountain Dew. You know your mouth wants you to. Do the dew.
That court side of the Physical Education Complex here at Coppin State University in Baltimore, Maryland. Todd Bartley, Dan Mason with you. Homestanding Eagles have a 15-8 lead over the visitors from Savannah State and the Tigers. It's exactly what the doctor ordered in quarter number 1.
Coppin State shooting 5 for 11 now. That's one of the best performances we've seen by the team. And they inbound. Beverly gets it into Lucas. And Lucas starts off the second quarter. She's got a 7-point lead right now. Inside, Graham spins, puts it up and in. They kind of had Kaylee Allen at a disadvantage there, but 2 fouls on her already. She didn't even try to make a guard, take a stab at the defense there. Allen's with it in the front to Moton. Moton looking left, gets it to the left corner to Scott, back out to Moton. Moton goes right now to Allen. She'll launch a 3. Good. That's why she's a leading scorer, Todd.
It ended an 8-0 run by Coppin State.
9:21. Coppin State 17, Savannah State 11. You hear Coach Burrows in the background overloading to the right. Cross-court pass to Smith. Smith out front to Lucas. Lucas looks inside. Crooms comes out. And now Beverly up. Beverly gets it to Graham. And we're going to get a
offensive
foul on Chance Graham. That was a tough one because the ball went right in.
Well, and I really, really like the attack of the basket.
Now a full court press by the Eagles. They've got 3 in the backcourt. Forces a turnover, and Lucas has it. Finds Crooms. I believe that is Crooms underneath. Nope, that was Smith underneath. There's a foul on Moton. Pushing. Now Smith will go to the line. Mariah Smith, the freshman, 5'5", Owings Mill, Maryland. Bounces 7 or 8 times on the floor, puts it up, and good. 18-11 now. More substitutions. Johnson in. Also Anderson in. So we begin to see some free substitutions there for Savannah State.
They've gone 12 deep so far.
Smith with the second shot. It's good. 19-11. And another trap in the backcourt. They have 4 defenders in the backcourt. Allen trying to get it over. Running out of time. Ball's taken away up on by Beverly. No good. And now Allen has it the other way. Couldn't convert that time. Scott. Take that back. That's Johnson that nailed it. Nice 2-point shot. 19-13 now. 8:30 left in the second quarter. And now Patricia Albert gets up off the bench, and she's going to check in. Underneath, Graham puts it up, no good. She was one-on-one against Allen, and she's not happy with the call. She thought she should have had a call. 19-13, 8:14 left in the second quarter. Anderson out front. She's looking for Allen. Gets it to Scott. Now it goes to Allen. Allen will launch another one. This one's no good. Launch that 3 again, and Lucas has the rebound. She has 2 defenders on her. She splits both of them, puts it up off the glass. It's no good. Underneath, Graham's fouled. Graham got a second shot, and she was fouled. That's going to be on Denaja Scott. That's going to send Chance Graham to the line for 2. And Chance is a 70% free throw shooter.
Damn, what I really liked is Chance didn't get it to drop and then went straight back up again with another attempt, even though the whistle had blown.
Now Albert checks into the game for the Eagles, and she replaces Mia Crooms. 1 shot left. 19-13. Eagles by 6. In the air, it's good. So Graham cashes in on the second, increases the lead to 7. And Savannah State's coming again. Johnson out front. Gray. Here's Allen going to drive the center of the paint. Underneath all alone is Gray. I believe they got a little confused defensively there. Yalea Gray scores.
It's a tough find, a great finish.
2015, 7:30 left in the first half. Slowly, Genesis Lucas is looking to set up a play. She gets it to left-hand side to Smith. And underneath, Graham again. This one's blocked. Nice block there.
Yeah, Alexis Soul got over nicely on the help side defense. Knocked it out of bounds.
Lucas will inbound. 7:21 left. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Deep outside to Smith. Way outside the perimeter. Looking more patiently. Chance has it inside. Here's Albert up off the glass. No good. Follow up by Beverly. Beverly gets it back out to Chance Graham. This one gets in there. Bounces in there. Last second. 22-15 now. 7:02 left.
You know why that dropped? Coach Burrows said, get in there. It did.
Going the other way. Ball is it's lost that time. Another turnover. And quickly, here comes Mia Crooms up off the glass. I think that's Smith. That's Smith up off the glass, and it's good. And Savannah State wants a timeout to talk this one over. Longest lead of the game right now at 9 points. Score, Coppin State 24, Savannah State 15. This is the Coppin State Sports Network.
Coppin State University means something different to everyone. Jason is a recent high school grad, attending Coppin full-time, getting his 4-year degree, preparing for a lucrative career. Kimberly took time off to start a family and now attends Coppin part-time and enjoys the affordability and supportive environment. Kazim wants to change careers and finds that Coppin provides the flexibility he needs to keep working while getting that second degree. Coppin State University, something different to everyone, something special for you.
Town Place Suites caters to moderate to your extended stay guests who find comfort in being self-sufficient and doing things their way. To sustain your life's rhythm, Town Place Suites provides a place to unpack, settle in, and connect to the local area. With a casual residential atmosphere and productive home office and full kitchen in every suite, Town Place Suites is all about real living. Whether you're visiting for 1 week or 1 month, you'll feel right at home at Town Place Suites.
Back to action. Coppin State 24, Savannah State 15. And Todd, we look at one of the keys to the game was free throw shooting, and so far there's 7 points at the line for Coppin State and only 1 for Savannah State.
Yeah, I did a game earlier in the week, Dan, and it was a plus 20 margin for the home team on attempts at the free throw line, so we're okay with the home cooking.
I think we're looking real good right now. Rebounds, we're getting out rebounded by the Tigers though right now, 14-11. Turnovers, the Tigers have been really in rough shape. 10 turnovers in the first quarter up to this point, and the Eagles have only turned it over 5 times. So Bartlett is back in the game, and she is going to bring the Lady Tigers over the timeline. Bartlett and Gray work the front. Get it into Scott. Scott back out front to Bartlett. Allen's out of the game right now. This will be interesting. Gray has it. In the corner, they can't get a shot. 6 on the shot clock. Finally get one away. It's no good. And it'll go to Coppin State as the ball goes out of bounds. 6:20 now. 9-point lead.
You mentioned the fact that Kaylee Allen's out of the game. This is where Coppin State needs to take this 9-point lead, get it well into double figures, and take advantage of that situation.
Farmer's back in the game. Farmer shoots a lot of threes, a lot of attempts, right behind Allen. That's a second three-point launcher right there. Here comes Lucas. Genesis wants to go down that paint again. It's been a good formula so far, and there's a foul. This one's going to go on Taya Johnson. That's her first. The official tries to back the Savannah State defender a little way from the inbound there. A little bit too close that time. Coppin State will inbound. They get it to Beverly. Almost, that was close. Could have called steps on that. Genesis picks it off though. She finesses it. She's one-on-one right now against Johnson. Throws it away that time. It will get a foul. This one will be on Genesis Lucas.
Yeah, she was frustrated there wasn't a foul called on her drive to the basket, and then going for the loose ball, committed her first personal.
She went against Alexis Soul there. And at 6'3", that is a little bit of a mismatch right there. Lady Tigers have the ball. Scott directing traffic. Working the right-hand side to Farmer. Inside. Soul. Back out front. Distance taken away, but unbelievably, Johnson gets a rebound and puts one up and draws the foul. I believe this one's on. This was going to be on Graham. Two shots at the line for Johnson. Only a 33% free throw shooter. First shot on the way. That's good. A lot of freshmen on this team, Todd, for the Lady Tigers. 8 freshmen they bring in. Second shot by Johnson on the way. Bounces out. Graham with a rebound. She's got Gray defending her. They break the press, get it to Smith on the left side. Smith looking inside, gets a screen there from Albert. Up and no good. Reset. Now Coach Burrows is resetting the team. Gives instructions to reset. Reset the team, and Genesis does. Lucas out front. Lucas out front to Beverly. To Graham. Graham nails it. Nice shot chance. Immediately, Coach Burrows is off the bench. He wants timeout, and we'll take timeout. Score. 5:06 left. Coppin State 26, Savannah State 16. This is the Coppin State Sports Network.
Look at that mouth. That poor, parched mouth. So dry. What'd you eat for lunch? Chalk dust? Did your face storm a sandcastle? Did your mouth cannonball into a barrel of mothballs? You're being awfully quiet. Is that because your mouth feels like the business end of a Dremel saw? Is it because your mouth just wrote a haiku and all 17 syllables were dry heaves? Do you even listen to your mouth? Because right now your mouth thinks its biological parents are a half sheet of 80 grit sandpaper and a box of fish food. You're so parched. You know it. I know it. The entire radio knows it. Just admit it. You want a Mountain Dew? Your mouth feels like it just inhaled the...
We're back to action. Long court pass is taken up by, let's see who got that. Albert picked it up. Albert's in the game now. And once again, Coppin State controls the ball. Genesis Lucas at the top of the key against Johnson. Genesis likes to go left. She does to Smith. Deep in the corner. Good. Three-pointer. Mariana Smith nailed that three that time. And that is the longest lead of the game, 29-16. Eagles up by 13. Playing very well right now, Todd.
9-1 run in progress.
And that brings Allen back into the game. And Genesis Lucas takes away another turnover by the Tigers. And up off the glass by Lucas. It was a nice assist from Smith. Lucas to Smith, then back to Lucas, and she put it right in and gets the and one. Gets a chance at the and one. This one's on Taya Johnson. I believe that'll be her second foul. And in the game, Anderson checks in right away. Farmer sits down for Savannah State. Lucas at the line, try to complete a three-point play. It's up, good. 32-16 now. Coppin State in control. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left in the half. Scott to cop the key. Back out to Allen, head fake, left-hand side to Johnson. Got it. Nice three-point play there by Taya Johnson. Make it 32-19. Eagles up. 3:55 left.
And they ran two defenders at Allen, and they'll take their chances with everybody else.
Coming down the lane, here's Mia Prooms with a head fake. She tries to go to the paint, puts one up off the glass, and scores. How about Mia? Right now, I would say that the Eagles are all in right now. Farmer runs right over Genesis Lucas, but they don't call it. She shoots up one, goes off the glass, and out. Coppin State has it. And now slowly, once again, Lucas on the attack. She's got that patented move. She's not going to get in a hurry, Todd, over the timeline.
Dan, that was full go, Allen into Lucas, and no call.
That's right. Albert has it. Slapped away by Johnson, but Genesis picks it up. Nice follow-up by Allen. She missed it. Falls off the glove. Picked that Albert. She missed it, but now Savannah State has it. Anderson with the ball. Gets it up the court. She's directing traffic left. Gets it to Scott. Scott with Allen now. Allen will fire up another three. In and out. No score that time. 2:53 now. 34-19, Coppin State. Now Lucas slowly over the timeline once again with Johnson defending her. She looks to the left for Smith. Smith breaks to the center of the paint, and now Genesis stands alone on the left-hand side. The kickback comes out, and Smith takes a long three that goes nowhere. And we're going to get a jump ball there. Possession arrow is going to go to Savannah State.
That's a good look for her, even though it didn't drop.
Calishaw checks into the game. Sabri Calishaw. And also another substitution. Bartlett is back in for the Tigers. They seem to be substituting a lot this afternoon. Coach Burrow's going with pretty much of a 7-person rotation there. Bartlett screaming instructions at the top. Gets it to Johnson on the left, deep in the corner to Allen. Allen's quickly met by 2 defenders. Kick back out in the left-hand corner. It's good. This time, Anderson hit that ball. Jacqueline Anderson, the junior from Savannah.
Albert didn't do a very good job closing out on the shooter.
12-point lead for Coppin State at 2:03 left in the half. Ball is kicked out of bounds by Coppin State. It goes back to Savannah State. It goes back to Coppin State.
Yeah, the 12-1 run to make it a 16-point lead at 32-16 has been answered by a 6-2 run by the Tigers. And a turnover.
Turnover there. Smith took a step. I guess you can't do. I've never seen that call before, where you took a step. Is that like a traveling violation? Yeah. She was out of bounds when she took the step. Nevertheless, ball goes to Savannah State. 1:54. Anderson holding it out front to Johnson. In the corner to Allen. Allen drifting back to the top of the perimeter. Only 11 on the shot clock. Shot out of the right corner is no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be the Eagles' ball.
Yeah, they tell you to hold your spot. You can't move off that spot. Just like a baseline situation, too.
1:37 left. The Eagles up by 12.
As you mentioned, it's a rarity to be called.
Mia Crooms now will try to drive the center of the paint. Puts it up and good. That's a second time today.
And Allen may well have picked up her third. Oh, she gets bailed out. They assess it to Johnson on the blow-by. Yep. That's her third.
That would have been bad news for Savannah State. Bradford checks into the game now. And Genesis is going to get a break. You don't see that very often.
Well, you're up 36-22. She's got 10 going to the bench and a personal foul, and Mia knocks down that free throw.
With that, 37-22. Coppin State with 1:25 left. Anderson throws it in bounds. No pressure now. Coppin State has backed off into a half-court defense. Bartlett out front. Over to Anderson. The Farmer. Looking for help. Moton got it. They're looking for Allen. They get it to her. The ball's almost taken away. They have Allen really double-teamed. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Allen again. It's taken away. Taken away by Bradford. Let's see what she does. She's going to go all the way with it. Can't hit. Up off the glass. A second chance is no good. Coppin State still has the ball. There's a foul. This one's going to be on, I believe this is going to be on Allen. Kaylee Allen, the transfer from Chicago State, has picked up her third. That'll send Nisha Bradford to the line. First shot good. 38-22, only 52 seconds left. You'd think that they would take Allen out of the game right now, Todd, rather than risk another foul. Second shot on the way. It's good. 39-22, Coppin State by 17. Lady Tigers are on the run. Bartlett looking to her right. She wanted to get it to Moton, but it didn't work. Farmer picked that to Allen. Allen's going to drive the paint now with one off-balance shot. She put it in. Kaylee Allen scores. 31 seconds. Coppin State 39. Savannah State 24. Bradford. It's one-on-one against Bartlett. 17 on the shot clock. Beverly has it underneath. Albert up and no good. Just missed. Ball rolls out. It goes off Mia Crooms, and the Lady Tigers will take it back. Only 14 seconds here.
I like the looks Albert's getting. She's got to finish those.
Quickly, Bartlett, 11 seconds, down to 9. They're looking to get that ball to Allen, exactly where they were going. Allen dribbles around between two fenders, puts it up, and good. That's going to go for a possible and one right there. She makes that, she can cut the lead. That was a good move. Foul was on Bradford. You can see why she's the leading scorer, Todd, for the Lady Tigers.
Well, that was a pretty sick move. Little 360 spin to the lane. Went through 3 different defenders. Got fouled on the way up.
She's only a junior. She'll be back next year. Shot's good. 3 seconds left now.
Yeah, now she'll come off with the 3 personal fouls at 10 points.
3 seconds. Coppin State up by 12. Ball comes into Bradford. She's trapped. Now they just hold it out. Well, first half comes to an end. Todd, any thoughts?
Yeah, that expansion of that lead with Allen on the bench did exactly that. 16 and then 17, and then Savannah State closed out the half on a 5-0 run. And we'll talk to Coach Burrows about that very same thing right now. And, Coach, you build a lead in the opening half to 17 points at 39-22, and then the Tigers respond to the 5-0 run out of the hand of Kaylee Allen to close out the half.
It's about a game. I just told my kids at the time I was about a game of runs, and they were going to get the opportunity to have a run as well. We just got to withstand and stop them from, scoring the ball. Instead, we turned the ball over a couple of times we really shouldn't have. But, it was a lot better first half than I expected.
Balanced scoring. Lucas with 10 in the opening half. Smith on the cusp of double figures with 9. Graham with 7. And Candace playing well as well with 6.
It's a team effort, and that's the one thing that we're trying to get to. Everybody has to contribute to us to be successful. So as long as we keep scoring the ball and everyone is taking a part of it, we'll be okay.
Certainly appreciate the time. Good luck in the second half.
All right, thank you.
There it is. Head coach Dwayne Burrows here on the Coppin State Sports Network. Dan Mason and I will be back with halftime numbers after this timeout and the sounds of the opening half on the Coppin State Sports Network.
Sunday. 50% of fans lose too. But Buffalo Wild Wings offers them a chance at redemption. Just swivel that losing face 12 degrees, and there's more football with a fresh 50% chance of winning. Now it's your turn to laugh at someone else's losing face. Unless it's you again. Then just try another 12 degrees. Tons of football on tons of TVs. We do it for you. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Town Place Suites caters to moderate tier extended stay guests who find comfort in being self-sufficient and doing things their way. To sustain your life's rhythm, Town Place Suites provides a place to unpack, settle in, and connect to the local area. With a casual residential atmosphere and productive home office and full kitchen in every suite, Town Place Suites is all about real living. Whether you're visiting for 1 week or 1 month, you'll feel right at home at Town Place Suites.
If an individual student athlete or team wins a high school state championship, it's an amazing thing. It's also just the icing on the cake. That's because young people in Pennsylvania who participate in education-based athletics are already winners. Studies show that win or lose, participation helps to impart skills they can use to enjoy greater success in other areas of their lives. School sports teach the benefits of teamwork, the value of self-motivation, and the importance of accountability. They also help to foster stronger work habits and higher levels of self-esteem. In other words, the true value of school sports can't be measured in terms of wins or losses. If an individual or team goes to state, it's an incredible accomplishment. But regardless of the outcome, today's student athletes are already destined to go far. School sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Directors Association.
We're back. Coppin State 39, Savannah State 27. We're ready for the second half to start. So far, Genesis Lucas leads scorers for Coppin State with 10. Kaylee Allen, who we've talked a lot about this afternoon, she has 10 for the Lady Tigers. Others scoring, Mariah Smith, 9 points for Coppin State. Chance Graham, 7. Beverly, 6. And we have Mia Kroons in there. Played very well today at 5 points. And Bradford with 2. So we're about ready to start in the final 10 seconds before the teams come out. Coppin State once again reemerges in the white uniforms with gold trim and black trim around the goal. And Savannah State in the burnt orange and the reflex blue. We still don't know what reflex blue is. It looks like would that be kind of a Duke blue, maybe? You think?
I would agree with that.
Okay. But its official title is reflex blue. Second half underway. Lucas to Beverly. Beverly to Graham. Oh, run to the other side of the corner to Smith. Here's Lucas for 3. Can't go. Allen with the rebound. And she's on the move. There's a long stride. She's going to drive the length of the court. Puts it off the glass. No good. Gets her own rebound. No foul called. And Genesis picks it up. So now Lucas has it. Pretty much same game plan, Todd. Overload to the right. They do. Smith. They have, in the center, they have Taylor. Love to get it to her. Beverly has it. Now they get it to Graham. Underneath the Taylor. Taylor looks like she takes steps here. Yep, first turnover of the game. It was a good game plan. I liked what we saw. Ball movement was good to get Alexis Taylor free, but she took the steps.
These first 5 minutes for Kaylee Allen here in the third and Savannah State are going to be critical.
Anderson has it to Scott. Allen has the ball, wanted to take that shot, passed it up. Scott has it now on the left-hand side. Way out front to Anderson. She'll try to reset it again, this time to Allen deep in the right corner. Now Scott drives the baseline from the right. No good, gets a second chance at it, no good, and Coppin State retains control. Lucas has it. 8:46 if you just joined us. Coppin State 39, Savannah State 27. Lucas deliberately over the timeline, like we see every play down. Gets it to Beverly. Beverly out front to Lucas. Lucas sees Smith in the corner. Anticipates it to go there, and it does. It goes to Smith in the corner. Shot clock's at 7. Long shot, no good. Kaylee Allen with a rebound, and she's looking forward up court. Ball slapped away. Genesis got a hand on it that time and slapped it into the grandstand. Savannah State will get it back. And Kaylee Allen will be the one to inbound it. 8:19 left in the third quarter. Gets it out front to Johnson. Johnson against Lucas. Scott has it on the left. Out front to Johnson again. Scott to the left. Inside now. Anderson has it underneath. Up. Tried to go up, but it was partially blocked, and Coppin State has it. And they are running. It bounced underneath to Lucas, but it's taken away. Tough turnover, and way out front is Johnson all alone by herself and puts it in. Taya Johnson got way out front of the rest of the team, and she laid it right in. 39-29, leads at 10.
7-0 run for Savannah State, quarter to quarter.
Need a bucket here. Inside Graham with a 5-footer. In and out. Tough one. Underneath Taylor with a second chance. No good. But Beverly lays it right in there. Candace Beverly, the freshman, or rather the senior, from Fredericksburg, Virginia, makes it 41-29. Scott to the left. She's going to drive the paint. She puts one up, and it bounces off of there. Now pushing up the floor. You hear Coach Burrows in the background. Push, push, push. That's what Genesis Lucas does. And we're going to get a charging foul on Lucas.
She pushed too much. Had the right idea coming back 2-on-4, but initiated contact.
Nadia Farmer's in the game now. And I believe Allen sits down. Allen's not on the floor. Here we go. Slowly up the floor. Farmer has it. Farmer has it. The ball's thrown away. Costly turnover, and Coach Cedric Baker, in his 14th year, was not a happy man on that one.
That's either the 14th or 15th turnover assessed against Savannah State.
Just under 7 minutes now in the third quarter, and Lucas brings it up. Lucas and Smith at the guard post. Smith looks inside, can't find anyone, gets it to Beverly, swings quickly to Lucas, and she'll fire a three. Good. Genesis Lucas having a great day today, Todd.
And that's the catch and fire three she loves so much and did a great job. The extra pass got him the three.
Ball taken away. Coppin State has it, and Lucas has it again, deep in the right left-hand corner. Now swings to the top of the perimeter. Gets it inside. Graham has it, puts it up, and she is hammered in there. She got fouled hard. Pick this one up. I believe this one's going to be on Soul.
What a look by Genesis Lucas to find Chance Graham.
Graham with the shot. No good. I'm puzzled why Allen's not in the game. I really am. I don't understand that, Todd. What do you think? Well, now she checks back in. Now she's back in there now. A lot of substitutions now. Moton back in the game as Johnson goes out for the Tigers. We have Scott still in. We have Galashaw. Second shot is good. 16-point lead. And quickly Moton over the timeline. She gets it in the corner to Allen. She's going to launch one. Let it fly. This one doesn't go. Ball goes out of bounds, and Savannah State will keep it there. She let that one fly, Todd, and it was a high arcing three that just didn't make it that time.
Well, I think she senses right now, Dan, down 45-29, 6:14 to go in the third. This is kind of the critical moment of the game for Savannah State to stay in it or not.
And she's going to take control of the game as far as Savannah State goes. She's definitely the leader on that team. Out front to Moton. Moton looks 6:08 left. Here she goes again. Kaylee Allen fires away. Doesn't get it. That was another three. And quickly, here comes Beverly. Beverly looks to her right, gets it to Smith. Smith now drifting towards the top. She'd love to get it in that left-hand corner to Lucas. He does. Ball's no good. Lucas gets her own rebound. It's taken away by Kaylee Adams. Or Allen. Allen has it. She's 2-on-1. Puts it up, and I believe we're going to get a charging foul. That's number 4, Todd. That was a costly foul. Not a good foul on Savannah State's part that time.
She's got to come out. 5:44 to go in the third, and here comes the substitution with Farmer. Next dead ball, she'll check in for her.
Not a good position there to be in.
Well, if I'm Coppin, I'm going right at her.
Got to do it now. Ball's taken away. That's a turnover that time by Lucas. Savannah State has it. Allen has it deep. Got it over to Anderson on the left. Galashaw spins, and there's a foul. This one's going to go on Taylor, most likely. Yep, it was Alexis Taylor.
And she brought her arms down. If she keeps her arms straight up, there's no contact there. But that's what got the whistle, and she picked up her third.
Galashaw, 6'4" freshman from Atlanta. First shot is up in the air. It is good. And here come the substitutions. Allen goes out. Anderson goes out. Johnson's back in.
100.
Second shot. Good. Lead at 14 now. And immediately the Savannah State Lady Tigers take a timeout. So we'll take a timeout too. The score, Coppin State 45, Savannah State 31. This is the Coppin State Sports Network.
Half of all football teams lose every Sunday, which means 50% of fans lose too. But Buffalo Wild Wings offers them a chance at redemption. Just swivel that losing face 12 degrees, and there's more football with a fresh 50% chance of winning. Now it's your turn to laugh at someone else's losing face, unless it's you again. Then just try another 12 degrees. Tons of football and tons of TVs. We do it for you. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Coppin State University means something different to everyone. Jason is a recent high school grad, attending Coppin full-time, getting his 4-year degree, preparing for a lucrative career. Kimberly took time off to start a family and now attends Coppin part-time and enjoys the affordability and supportive environment. Kazim wants to change careers and finds that Coppin provides the flexibility he needs to keep working while getting that second degree. Coppin State University, something different to everyone, something special for you.
Fans save the day January 8th as Coppin State women and men on the basketball court will continue MEAC play as they host Florida A&M 5:30 and 7:30 tips respectively. VIP floor seating with reserve parking and hospitality access still available each home game. Visit the box office or CoppinStateSports.com to get your tickets today. With 5:20 to go third quarter, Coppin State leads Savannah State 45-31. Here's Dan Mason.
Well, Kaylee Allen for Savannah State is on the bench. No points so far in the third quarter for her. Lucas going the other way. Taylor bobbles the ball and is tied up. I believe possession arrow will go to Savannah State this time. I don't believe we got a foul. It's possession Savannah State.
That and just a little extracurricular to make sure everybody continues to be Facebook friends.
We've got 5:13 left in the third quarter. And right now, the Eagles are all in. Johnson has it out front, deep in the right corner to Scott. Scott is tied up there by two defenders. Tries to get around them, and there's a foul. This one might be, I believe this might be, they're signaling 24. Yep.
Yes.
Alexis Taylor again.
That's her fourth.
That's going to put Denasha Scott at the line. She's a 67% free throw shooter.
It brings Albert to the table to check in as well, and now we have the...
I believe that's a media timeout going. A little bit of confusion here.
Yeah. So we are at the media timeout at the 5-minute mark. So with 5 to go in the third, Coppin State leads Savannah State 45-31. Back after this 60-second timeout on the Coppin State Sports Network.
Town Place Suites caters to moderate to your extended stay guests who find comfort in being self-sufficient and doing things their way. To sustain your life's rhythm, Town Place Suites provides a place to unpack, settle in, and connect to the local area. With a casual residential atmosphere and productive home office and full kitchen in every suite, Town Place Suites is all about real living. Whether you're visiting for 1 week or 1 month, you'll feel right at home at Town Place Suites.
Half of all football teams lose every Sunday, which means 50% of fans lose too. But Buffalo Wild Wings offers them a chance at redemption. Just swivel that losing face 12 degrees, and there's more football with a fresh 50% chance of winning. Now it's your turn to laugh at someone else's losing face, unless it's you again. Then just try another 12 degrees. Tons of football and tons of TVs. We do it for you. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
There's even 5 minutes to go. Coppin State 45 and Savannah State 31. Todd, if this game is played in 5-minute increments, I would say this 5 minutes coming up could be the most critical of the game.
Without question, because we've seen Savannah State cut that margin to 5 in the opening half. At 2015, Coppin ran out to the big lead of 17 points, 39-22. Well, since then, a little 9-6 action going on for Savannah State.
And the leading scorer, Kaylee Allen, for the Lady Tigers, is on the bench. First shot in the air by Scott is good. Cuts the lead to 13.
So now Savannah State's doing to Coppin what Coppin did to Savannah State in the opening half, getting to the line.
Second shot's good. Cuts it to 12. Beverly inbounds. Finds Smith on the left. Goes back out front to Genesis, and she'll set it up. She looks inside. She has Albert in there. She has Beverly in there trying to get it to one of those two. Now Beverly has it. Out front to Smith. The corner to Genesis. She's going to launch a three. Partial blocked. Ball goes out of bounds. This one will go back to Savannah State.
Yeah, Graham and Beverly were going for that loose ball. They collided with each other. And that little bump prevented them from keeping possession of the ball.
Got to keep working towards the paint. Got to keep going that way, Todd. There's a long pass. Going the other way. Back out front to Galashaw. She shoots and hits. Nice shot by Sabri Galashaw. That cuts the lead to 10. And once again, Lucas deliberately over the timeline. She sees Graham on the left. She sees Smith make that Graham on the right, Smith on the left. Gets it to Smith. Smith dribbles to the front. Back to that left corner. Inside to Beverly. Beverly almost took steps. Gets it to Graham. Graham fires away and hits. Good shot, Chance.
Dan watching Chance Graham the last 2 years. That's her favorite spot, that mid-range jumper.
Mid-range from the right side. Going the other way, Johnson. Off the glass, no good. Galashaw's right there for the second try, no good. And here come the Eagles on the run. Lucas all the way, up and off the glass, and a foul. This one's going to be on Moton. So it sends Genesis back to the line once again.
See, that time on the drive, instead of dipping in with the shoulder, she just glanced with the shoulder.
She's 3 for 3 at the line today. Make that 4 for 4. Mia Crooms comes in. Albert checks out for the Eagles. And the Eagles are up by 13. And guess who's checking into the game for Savannah State? That would be Allen.
Well, Coach Baker obviously sensing right now they got it to 10 at 45-35, but there came Genesis Lucas right back down the floor to initiate that contact.
Anderson also checked in for Savannah State. Genesis 5 for 5 today at the free throw line. And that's made a big difference in this game. 14-point lead and 3:39 left. And here come the Lady Tigers, almost slapped away by Graham. Somehow Allen gets it out. She's over the top. That could have been close. That was very close to getting a call on Allen to put her out of the game. She was driving to the center and just went down the middle. Now Moton goes the other way. There's a foul underneath. This one's going to be on Coppin State. Foul's on Chance Graham. That's her third. And back in the game, we see Sowell. Galashaw will check out. I thought Galashaw picked up the team a little bit with her height and strength. She was picking him up for Savannah State.
She missed that little 2-footer a moment ago as well. The ball's kicked. But I agree with you, Dan.
Savannah State will inbound once again. Anderson looking, gets it in to Allen. Allen with 2 defenders on her. Can't get around one, shoves away the other. Deep in the corner from the other side. Scott launches an air ball. Eagles have it. 3:13 left. And here's Lucas. Let's see where she goes. To the left. And Mia Crooms hits what? About a 20-footer off the left. Nice shot, Mia. Going the other way. There's a lot of out of control right now. Ball slapped away, and Savannah State picks it up in the left corner. There's a whistle.
Timeout, Savannah State.
Looks like they're going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout, too. Coppin State 51, Savannah State 35. This is the Coppin State Sports Network.
Half of all football teams lose every Sunday, which means 50% of fans lose too. But Buffalo Wild Wings offers them a chance at redemption. Just swivel that losing face 12 degrees, and there's more football with a fresh 50% chance of winning. Now it's your turn to laugh at someone else's losing face. Unless it's you again. Then just try another 12 degrees. Tons of football on tons of TVs. We do it for you. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Back courtside at the Physical Education Complex here at Coppin State University, Baltimore, Maryland. Todd Bartley, Dan Mason. Coppin leading Savannah State 51-35, 2:53 and counting here in the third.
Ball's inbound to Anderson. Anderson over to Moton on the right. Now they're looking for Allen. Allen shifts to the left-hand corner. Eventually they'll find her, though. Moton, 7 on the shot clock. Got to make a move. Here comes Allen. Looks like she took steps to me, and so does Coach Burrows, but she missed the shot. Underneath, Sowell got it, and they pick it up and get a second chance with Scott, and Scott lays it in. That was close. Could have been steps called on Allen that time. Very close. 51-37, 2:19 left in the third period. To the right. Now inside. Templey finds herself by herself, but Graham's going to shoot the shot from the left. No good. Crooms has it back out front, and they'll reset now. 2:03, 51-37. Coppin State on top. Bounce pass into Smith. Smith to the middle to Beverly. She'll shoot. Got it. Bingo, bango. She put that right in there.
Dan, that shot fake got the defender an extra foot away from her, and then she turned and fired and made it.
Now the double team at the top of the defensive trap. Almost out of control. Savannah State somehow Moton got up off the floor, dribbling at the same time. That's an athletic move. Deep. Here's Allen again. She can't hit this one. And coming down with the rebound is Graham. Graham out quickly to Lucas on the run to Beverly. Up and layup is beautiful. Beautiful layup from the right-hand side. And now Coppin State leads by 18. That's the longest lead. Game's a little bit out of control now. Taken away by Coppin State again. And here they come. Here comes Genesis. She's going to bounce pass it into Beverly. Up the glass. No good. Second chance. No good. Chance Graham put it up again. No good. Now there's a tie-up. And the ball will be back to Coppin State. 3 times at the goal that time.
That's the effort
pure
that you're
hustle.
looking for.
Doggone right. Pure hustle.
Thought for a moment Genesis was going to take it herself. There's Beverly on the doorstep.
There's so much hustle out there, it's making me tired. 1:04 left. Love the way this team is playing right now. Good job, Eagles. Ball inbound. Deep outside is Beverly. Beverly has it. Looking to her left. Finds Lucas. Lucas will try a 3. And this one's no good. Picked up by Savannah State, but she's guarded heavily by Beverly. Beverly up. Ooh, I think we're going to get a block here. It's going against Mia Crooms. Yep.
She was there for the landing, if you will.
Close call. Taylor checks back in the game for the Eagles. And let's see who sets down. Chance Graham's going to take a break. 47 seconds left. Moton will go to the line. And Coppin State has 5 team fouls here, so she'll shoot 2, I believe. Women's basketball, the rules were changed a few years ago that on that 5th foul in any quarter, it qualifies for a 2-point shot. They wanted to take away the 1-and-1 rule, so that's how the 2-point got in. So she'll shoot 2.
The reason Chance came back, the officials want to make the change in between free throws as opposed to before the first of 2.
First shot on the way. Good. Moton is their best free throw shooter. 75% she hits. She'll have a chance to cut that lead a little bit more. Allen checking out of the game. Probably a smart thing to do with 47 seconds left.
Dan, I was wondering the same thing. 4 fouls, closing moments of the third.
Moton's got another shot. It's up, and it is good. Leads at 16. 47 seconds left.
They call that downside risk, right?
The intensity has picked up. Both teams playing very intense basketball now. Beverly has it. She gets it out to Smith. Over to Lucas. Lucas holds 20 seconds on the shot clock with 35 on the game clock. Lucas has it out front in the corner, left-hand corner. Gets it to the middle. Beverly underneath the Taylor. Taylor ball bounces around and will get it tied up probably. And Scott's hurt underneath the basket. I don't know exactly. There was a lot of contact there.
Taylor may have called a timeout. If she did, yeah, she did. We're going to keep it right here with the timeout on the floor.
And Scott gets a helping hand for the Lady Tigers off the floor. Limping slightly, but I would think she would probably stay in the game.
Now, Dan, we come back to live action. 6 to shoot, 22.9 to go in the third. Coach Baker wanted to know why it was not a traveling violation when Taylor rocked back and forth with the basketball. Yep. Well, the reason it wasn't, she was trying to gain possession of the ball.
She didn't have the possession of the ball. When she had it, the timeout was called, and there you go. Now, there's only 6 seconds on the shot clock, like Todd mentioned, and Lucas is going to inbound. My guess would be something in the middle to try to pick up an and one. Allen's not in the game. Let's see what happens. Beverly has it out front to the deep in the left. Ball's taken away by Bartlett. Bartlett one-on-one to Moton. They drive the lane, put it in. 14 seconds left. 55-41. Got to get the ball up this time. Lucas gets it to Beverly. They break the press and get it to Smith. 3 seconds left. Shot. Mia Crooms on the way. No good. Time runs out in the third quarter. So with timeout, we've played 3 quarters, and Coppin State 55 at Savannah State 41. This is the Coppin State Sports Network.
Coppin State University means something different to everyone. Jason is a recent high school grad, attending Coppin full-time, getting his 4-year degree, preparing for a lucrative career. Kimberly took time off to start a family and now attends Coppin part-time and enjoys the affordability and supportive environment. Kazim wants to change careers and finds that Coppin provides the flexibility he needs to keep working while getting that second degree. Coppin State University, something different to everyone, something special for you.
Town Place Suites caters to moderate to your extended stay guests who find comfort in being self-sufficient and doing things their way. To sustain your life's rhythm, Town Place Suites provides a place to unpack, settle in, and connect to the local area. With a casual residential atmosphere and productive home office and full kitchen in every suite, Town Place Suites is all about real living. Whether you're visiting for 1 week or 1 month, you'll feel right at home at Town Place Suites.
Score is Coppin State 55 and Savannah State 41. Coach Todd, you're sitting on Coach Barrow's side right now. Now, what are you telling your team in this fourth quarter?
Press them.
Press them?
Press from the start. They sat in a 2-3 zone in that third quarter, which went 16-14 Coppin State for a 55-41, going to the fourth quarter lead. I start with a press. Graham is back. Taylor takes a seat with the 4 fouls. I'm going to go press, see if we can get some transition. And the big number for me, Dan, in this game, for Coppin State, 15 assists on 19 made field goals. When they share the basketball, they're having great success, almost 40% from the field for the game.
Savannah State is still not out of this game. They shot 58% so far in the second half. In that quarter, it was 58%. So we're back to action. Oton gets it out to Johnson. Johnson in the center. She's going to launch a 20-footer. No good. Beverly clears the rebound. Candace looked good on that one. Cleared the board. Lucas up over the timeline, looks to the center, gets it right out to, I believe that's Smith. That's Crooms. No good. Coppin State gets the rebound. Now they're going to reset. And Genesis is going to start all over again. 55-41. Coppin State hanging on to that 13-point lead. Here's Beverly. Good. About a 12-footer. She was left alone, and she nailed it. 57-41, Coppin State. Moton does a circle out by the perimeter and gets it off to Bartlett. Bartlett inside out to Johnson. Now Johnson looks to her right, gets it to Scott, deep in the corner to Bartlett. Bartlett has it in the right-hand corner. They're going to reset with Scott. Scott's going to drive the paint. Here she goes. Shovels, kicks it back out to Moton, and fires a 3, no good. Scramble underneath. I believe Savannah State's got the rebound. Bartlett put it up and a foul. It's going to be a foul. This is going to be on Beverly. Candace got her, swatted her right across the arms on that one, which will send Bartlett to the line.
Candace Beverly has matched her career high of 14 points with 14 here today and climbing.
So Bartlett is at the line. The freshman from Augusta got it. Praise Russell is back in the game. Praise Russell has not played that much today, and she's one of their consistent starters, but I don't know why. Second shot from Bartlett. It's good. Leads now at 14. Quickly, Coppin State's back the other way. Lucas has it with a 12-footer. Bounces off of Crooms with the rebound. Gets it back out to Graham. Graham 15 feet up, bouncing around. No good. Get a third chance now. And they reset. Once again, Genesis at the top of the key, about 6 feet out. Looking for another chance.
Coach Burrows just said time and score, which means take the shot clock down.
Ball slapped away, and I believe that was slapped away by Coppin State. Ball's out of bounds on the Eagles, and it goes to Savannah State. And now we see a full court press. This will be interesting. They get it into Scott. Scott has it to Bartlett. Bartlett breaks that press into Russell. Russell drives, no good. Crooms with the rebound. There's a lot of elbow slinging going on right now. Let's see who this one's on.
It's on Praise Russell.
Oh, yep, it's on Praise Russell.
Now, when Mia Crooms has to throw the opposite arm to remove the arm that's on the ball side, should have been a whistle, but there wasn't until later on.
Under 8 minutes now. Crooms with it. Does a head fake, sends it back out to the front to Lucas. Lucas around Bartlett. Tries to get it to Graham underneath, throws it away. Savannah State picks it up, and on the run is Johnson. All alone, flips it up off the back of her head, and it rolls out. That's a tough break for the Lady Tigers. Graham muscles a rebound away from Savannah State, and now we will reset again. Genesis Lucas over the timeline, 7:33 left. Coppin State by 14. Russell goes to meet her. The defender back to Smith. Now Smith looks to the center. Back to Lucas. They find underneath Mia Crooms. Ball's up there, slapped away, and no foul. Whoa, Coach Burrows is not happy. Scott going the other way. Around Lucas. Back out front to Russell. Russell for three. It goes out. Battle underneath, and Graham picks it up off the floor. Now, 7:05 left. 14-point lead. Coppin State's on top. Lucas to Smith on the right. Smith working the perimeter on the right. Tries to find Lucas. She gets it back to Lucas. Trying to get something going on underneath the paint. You could see that play developing. Right now, here's Smith. She's going to throw a three up. No good. Not the best shot in the world that time. Russell coming down the other way. She has two Coppin defenders on her and almost throws it away, but Johnson picks it up and fires a 20-footer. It's good. Leads it 12. 6:31 left. And now Savannah State does a press of their own. Broken quickly. Easy. No look pass to Smith. Smith to Graham. Doesn't want to take that shot. Normally she does, Todd, but this one, eat a little bit more of the shot clock up. This one's batted in the air and picked up by Coppin State. And a foul. A little bit too much guarding that time. This is going to go against Bartlett.
And here comes Kaylee Allen.
Yep. 6 minutes, 11 seconds left. Allen's in. And Vance is checked back in the game. Alexis Taylor comes in, and Smith sits down for the Eagles. This is going to get interesting. Graham has it. Crooms to Beverly in the corner to Lucas. Lucas now with Allen on her. One-on-one. Allen is a big, strong player. And a long arm span, too. Lucas down to 12 on the shot clock. Looking for some action inside. Can't see anything right now. Gets it over on the other side. Mia Crooms is going to throw up a three. No good. Second chance by Graham. What a shot. Oh, she barely missed it. Alexis Taylor missed it. Third chance. Vance clears. What a great move that was by Graham to get herself free. Here's Allen. She's going to put it off the glass and in. Haley Allen. And Coach Burrows is up off the bench. He wants timeout. The lead has been cut to 10. The score, Coppin State 57, Savannah State 47. And this is the Coppin State Sports Network.
Coppin State University means something different to everyone. Jason is a recent high school grad, attending Coppin full-time, getting his 4-year degree, preparing for a lucrative career. Kimberly took time off to start a family and now attends Coppin part-time and enjoys the affordability and supportive environment. Kazim wants to change careers and finds that Coppin provides the flexibility he needs to keep working while getting that second degree. Coppin State University, something different to everyone, something special for you.
10-2 run right now for Savannah State. And during that timeout, Coach Burrows was furious. He says, we have to play 40 minutes over and over and over. Here we go into the last 5 minutes again, Todd. We always say these games are in 5-minute increments.
Well, Dan, you mentioned that, and this is a situation that Coppin State has found themselves in through many of the first 13 games, 12 of which, of course, non-conference. With the exception of the Maryland game, there have been times in those non-cons where they're in it, and you mentioned a 5-minute lapse here, 5-minute lapse there, and the game gets out of hand.
14 points from the free throw line tonight for Coppin State, but, you know, Savannah State is cutting that down. They have 11 now. They're 11 for 13 at the line.
And defensively, they've held Kaylee Allen to 10 in the first half. That was her first field goal since the second quarter.
That's right. She's 1 for 7 from three-point range, too. 5 for 20 from the field. Coppin State has it with Smith, the Graham. Graham slaps it against a Savannah State defender. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Eagles will keep it. 5:15 left. This is crunch time right now, folks. This is a great win for the Eagles to pick up here today. Ball inbound to Beverly. Beverly gets it slapped away. It's taken away by Savannah State. And Moton's on the run. He drives the paint, puts it up off the glass. It goes in. So, down to 8. Lucas is double teamed, but manages to get it to Smith. One-on-one against Scott. No good. Beverly comes crashing through, and it'll be a foul here. This will be on Savannah State. It'll be on Vance. Kayla Vance, a freshman from Phoenix City, Alabama. Ball's inbound. Comes to Crooms. Crooms to Smith. She bounces, lost, and she does lose it this time. Ball goes out of bounds. It stays with Coppin State. Lot of activity under there. 4:45 left. Crooms has it. Genesis gets the ball blocked. She laid up, tried to go up for a three, and it's blocked. And Savannah State's running the other way. Off the glass is good by Moton. Boy, oh boy. 57-51. 4:26. Beverly has it on the right to Mia Crooms. Now Mia Crooms is going to try to drive and be a blocking foul. Mia's going to go to the line on this.
Dan Coppin made it 57-41 on the first made field goal here in the fourth quarter. Since then, the Tigers 10 unanswered.
Fouls on Scott. Crooms goes to the free throw line. 64% free throw shooter. She hits, nope, can't get this one. One shot left. Bartlett's back in the game to replace Scott. And this is getting rather intense, Todd.
I have a feeling you're going to see the basketball in the hands of Genesis Lucas in the final 4:19 a lot.
Crooms misses the second shot. Savannah State throws the ball way down court. It goes out of bounds. And Coach Burrows is right in front of us here. And both coaches, it's like a stare down with the officials with these coaches. We'll see who gets the ball out of this. I believe Coppin State's going to get the ball.
Coach Burrows is arguing that Coach Baker touched the basketball.
Oh, he wants a technical foul for that.
They should go to video replay and check that out. And we have the video monitor right beside us.
Thanks to our friend and great producer, Corey. Now there's a full-scale argument going on about what happened on the part of both coaches. The assistant coaches are off the bench for Coppin State trying to get Coach Burrows to back off a little bit, sit back down. So let's see the replay. Here we go. We're looking at the replay on the monitor. What do you think, Todd? We got players. Players are on players, and the situation is loud at this point, folks. That's all I can tell you. Being on the radio, I'm trying to give you a blow-by-blow the best I can.
They haven't even looked at the monitor yet.
The Savannah, for whatever reason, the Savannah State is trying to say they got too many people. They're trying to get rid of one of their players.
Well, for a moment, they gave the ball to Savannah State.
But there was time out on the floor, though. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered how many players they had.
So now Coppin's got the ball, up by 6, 4:15 to go.
Right here. Go to the ball.
Ball's inbound to Smith. Smith guarded heavily by Johnson. Johnson and Smith run it together up over the line. They get the ball to Genesis. Genesis is wide open out there, but she's got to get to the paint somehow. Crooms wants to take that shot underneath. Beverly up the glass, and no good. She's fouled. Let's see who this one's on. They call it on 32, Bartlett. That's a Bartlett's third foul.
I'm just curious in the TV control room if they did get the definitive look, if he did touch it or not.
If they did, we'll never see it. Up off the first shot on the way, it bounces off. Anderson's back in the game for the Tigers, and she replaces Bartlett. They'll go sit down. Bartlett's played a good game today for Savannah State. Really good with the ball, gets the ball, controls it very well.
But Dan, you mentioned getting to the free throw line. Coppin's getting their chance at the free throw line, not converting the free throws.
Second shot. This one's no good. Oh, and Graham got hit hard underneath. This one may be against. Nope. Well, let's see here. They call out on Scott.
That's her fourth.
That sends Graham to the line. For a moment there, I thought that foul was on Kaylee Allen. First shot. Boy, we can't hit a free throw right now, Todd. Can't hit. I bet we must be 0 for 5 here on free throws. The last 5 shots, we can't hit it. Another chance. Come on, Graham, put this through. Chance on the way. This one's good. Way to go. 58-51, 3:58 left. And here comes Allen. Allen gets it to Anderson. Anderson with Smith waving her arms in her face across to Scott. Scott now to Moton. Moton looks inside, gets it out deep in the corner. Now the paint, they're going to go to the paint. Underneath, it's taken away. Nice defensive play that time by Coppin State. Lucas. Deep in the left corner to Crooms. Crooms working the left corner, Smith working the right corner. Out front, Graham has it. She's going to go underneath the basket and laid it in. Got a nice roll. Beautiful shot by Chance Graham. 60-51. Back on top by 9. 3:17 left. Allen has it. She's going to go. Here she goes with a 5-footer. Good. Kaylee Allen got that one. Cuts the lead to 7. 3 minutes even now. Long baseball pass type to Beverly. Beverly in the corner to Graham. Graham out front. Lucas has it now. Lucas will try to reset. Does a head fake. Gets it to Graham. Inside to Beverly. Here she goes. Up off the glass. No good. Crooms with the second shot. No good. Couldn't hit that time. And quickly Moton's back the other way. One-on-one against. There's a foul underneath. Let's see who they get this to. They're going to call a charge. Charge on Moton. And she was not happy. Not happy at all at that call.
Dan, I'll tell you exactly what happened right there. Jen ran back in transition, got to the spot first, planted her feet, and accepted the charge.
So,
perfect defense.
2:44 to go. Only a 7-point lead for Coppin State now. At one time it was 18. Here comes Coppin State now. 2:41 left. Bounce pass to Crooms, to Beverly. Almost lost it. Gets it back out to Crooms. Crooms looks inside, can't find anyone. Gets it off the top of the key to Beverly. Beverly out front. Now Lucas holds it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. She's defended by 2. She breaks that one and gets it to Smith. Smith looking for help there. Underneath the Graham. She's all alone underneath. Up and out. No good. Coppin State gets a rebound and gets a fresh clock. 2:14 left. 60-53. And now Genesis is directing traffic out there, looking for to set up a play. She looks to her left. Can't get anything. She looks to Smith to the right. Beverly's in the center. Now Smith is going to try to jar it. She puts up a floater. Good! 10-foot floater. Nice shot. 1:51 left, 9-point lead. Oh, and here's Allen's all by herself now. She twisted turn, and she's fouled. Last second, Beverly got in there to block it away, but over-guarded, and it's going to send Allen to the line. Kaylee Allen goes to the line, an 80% free throw shooter. Kaylee's a transfer from Chicago State and certainly really played a whale of a game today. First shot on the way, it's good. She'll be back here next year, Todd.
Yeah, she's very fun to watch. And if the early foul trouble hadn't set in, this may well be a different game with 1:46 to go.
Allen with the second shot, good. 62-55. Five team fouls now on Savannah State. And this is where we can take advantage of free throw shooting. They're holding the ball, 17 seconds on the shot clock. Crooms to Lucas. Lucas has it on the left. Looks inside. Finds Graham underneath. Put up off the glass and in. What a shot. Another one by Chance Graham. 64-55, down to 1 minute, 13 seconds. Going the other way. Allen lays it in. How about that? There's going to be a timeout now immediately. Savannah State off the bench wants a timeout. With the score, Coppin State 64, Savannah State 57, and this is the Coppin State Sports Network.
To moderate tier extended stay guests who find comfort in being self-sufficient and doing things their way. To sustain your life's rhythm, Town Place Suites provides a place to unpack, settle in, and connect to the local area. With a casual residential atmosphere and productive home office and full kitchen in every suite, Town Place Suites is all about real living. Whether you're visiting for 1 week or 1 month, you'll feel right at home at Town Place Suites.
Coppin State University means something different to everyone. Jason is a recent high school grad, attending Coppin full-time, getting his 4-year degree, preparing for a lucrative career. Kimberly took time off to start a family and now attends Coppin part-time and enjoys the affordability and supportive environment. Kazim wants to change careers and finds that Coppin provides the flexibility he needs to keep working while getting that second degree. Coppin State University, something different to everyone, something special for you.
Well, Savannah State is out of timeouts now with only 1:08 left. Coppin State 64, Savannah State's 57. And what a whale of a game this has been. We could call this one, Todd. This is exactly what we thought would happen.
With one exception, Kaylee Allen has only hit 1 3 in this game.
I got one left. Use it if we need it. I got one timeout left. Use it if we need it.
Coach Burrow says we've got one timeout left. Use it if we need it. So down to 1:08. Ball comes cleanly into Smith. Mild press. Given back. Crooms gets it back to Lucas. Lucas now goes to the left-hand side. Got to be careful about the trap. The ball is out front, almost taken away almost, and then back and see what happens. Over and back, they call. They're calling over and back, and the ball goes to Savannah State.
It's going to get overturned because I believe it was deflected.
Well, we'll wait for the call. A lot of contentious calls today.
Yeah, keep in mind, too, Coppin State has the possession arrow.
Coppin State will inbound now. And once again, the Savannah Savannah State coach Cedric Baker not happy with the call. He finally tells his players to just play. 54 seconds on the clock. Coppin State up by 7, and they have the ball. Ball's inbound. Trying to get away. Somebody's got to pick it up. Smith has it. As he drives to the center of the paint. Gives it off to Crooms. Crooms back to Lucas. She'll set it up. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Somebody's got to go. Lucas with the shot. Good! Oh, that is clutch. That is clutch right there. 66-57. Coppin State on top. Here's Allen. Swings the ball over and almost throws it away. Gets it back out front and back out now. Allen's going to try again. 16 seconds on the shot clock, 26 seconds on the game clock. Moton put a little floater up, no good. Coppin State has a rebound. And we're getting real close to a victory now, Todd. Lucas, only 14 seconds left. We're going to wind it down. This is a good day if you live for the Eagles here. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. That will do it. What a game. Coppin State wins 66-57 over Savannah State. And that was a marvelously played game overall, I have to say, Todd.
Dan, it's exactly what the doctor ordered. It went according to the script that Coach Burrows laid down before this game. Get the transition game going early, look inside, reverse it back out for the threes. And they did exactly what they needed to do and booked a 66-57 victory.
Great game. And boy, once again, Genesis Lucas has a great day, leader of this team. We'll get the final stats here soon. Coach Burrows is on the way, and we'll talk with him.
He's in the process of putting the coat on.
That's a victory coat. That's a victory coat today, Coach.
Absolutely right. So the final numbers are in. And it's Coach Burrows now rejoins us courtside. Let us first congratulate you on MEAC win number 1 in the 17-18 campaign.
Thank you. Much needed win.
Well, first of all, I mean, you had to love the play today from Genesis Lucas. Just an outstanding performance.
She played as a leader today.